Does your treadmill look like this? Are you bored with your treadmill workout and not getting the results that you wanted? Did you know there is a way that you can use this treadmill to get a total body workout that is safe and effective and will work for pretty much any fitness level? So I'll be combining exercises from Pilates, bar, strength training, balance training, core training, step aerobics, free weights, bands, tubing, anything I can incorporate into these 1-minute intervals with your treadmill. All right, it's time to dust off that treadmill, grab your shoes, and we're gonna do this first workout of the series. All right, we are ready. Let's turn our treadmills on. It is time to go. First thing I like to go over when you're using your treadmill, especially if you're not familiar with using a treadmill, we wanna make sure you're at just a 1 incline. Even just this very, very slight incline. Tends to help your heel roll more heel to toe, and then you don't make so much noise dragging your feet on the treadmill. Adjust your speed to a comfortable warm-up speed. Right now I'm at about a 2, and you can see this is a very casual stroll. We're gonna keep the shoulders relaxed. If you are not comfortable with your hands being off of the treadmill, I'm gonna work with you a little bit on that and see if we can get you to be hands-free, because a lot of the exercises will require you lifting your hands off. However, if that is not you, it's okay. We'll make some modifications in case you are fitting into that category. So, first thing that we're gonna do is just see if you can just lift one hand off for a second, and then see if you can just hover those hands. So hovering the hands, if you're really not feeling it, you just put those hands right back down. If you're comfortable going hands-free, you just lift those arms. Let's start moving them. One of the best ways to get the blood pumping, get the heart rate up, is to incorporate arm movements. Now in this first video, I'm not gonna do a whole bunch of the stuff that I will do in some of the other videos, especially when we get some really good music going. I like to bring in some arm patterns that we're reaching and pulling and punching. Today, we're just gonna get that body loosened up. But you will notice as soon as you start pumping those arms, the heart rate starts to come up. Usually the first minute is where you really go, wow, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? It's gonna be hard. Let your body adjust. It will adjust in the next couple seconds. Let's add on just a little bit more speed and just bring it up to a more moderate walk. Now I wanna go over first how to transition being from the moving part of the treadmill to the part where we're straddling the moving part. So where that belt is, you wanna make sure you're very cautious. If you don't feel like you wanna do that, what I want you to do is pause your treadmill and then straddle. But let's go over how to do that first. So I'm gonna keep my belt moving, but I'm gonna go ahead and step one foot to the side, holding on with both hands, then I'm gonna step the other foot off. When I wanna come back onto the moving belt, I'm gonna take 1 foot center, start it moving, have the other leg join, and we're good to go. Now when we're stepping to the sides of the treadmill, that one can be a little bit trickier, maybe a little bit scary. So you're gonna step 1 foot to the side, still holding on with both hands, and then walk it so both hands are over on the other side so you can hold on. All right, that's simple. Step back in with the closest foot and have the other foot return. Since we're doing 1-minute intervals, there will be a lot of going back and forth. Sometimes we'll be straddling, sometimes we'll be on both sides. So when we're gonna add some free weights, if you're a person that does not wanna let go, you're only gonna be grabbing one free weight. So for instance, when we're doing the bicep curls today, if you're not comfortable grabbing both of them, you hold on with one hand, I'll tell you when to switch. At that 30-second mark, you can grab with the other hand. I set my weights right in the front, the little pockets. You can have a table set up right next to you, that'll keep it comfortable, or you can wear wrist weights. Wrist weights work pretty good, and there's all kinds of them that are more comfortable now, almost like a glove, or you can just have some lightweight, and that'll just give you a great workout. So let's go through the basic movements that we're gonna do in our 1-minute intervals. So after we walk for 1 minute, I'm gonna take you first into a basic squat. What's great about doing basic squats on the treadmill is you have a bar to hold onto, so it's easy to hover your hips back, keep your knees safe. So let's go ahead and take a step out. Now my belt is still moving, but feel free to pause. I'm gonna place both hands out in front, or I can hold onto the sides. I prefer out in front. Dropping those hips back, the weight is on the heels, and we're gonna go ahead and do squats for 1 minute. Now whenever I give you a time interval of 1 minute, you don't have to do the full minute if you don't want to. If your knees start telling you that, yeah, I think I'm done with this after about 30 seconds, just go ahead and bring it back to your walk, and then we'll resume. Always keep in mind it's your workout. Work at your pace. If you ever feel like something's not feeling right, just stop and resume walking.
If I hold on with my hands underneath, I'm less likely to pull myself up with my arms. So again, hinging back, taking deep breaths in as we go into that squat. The deeper the knee bend, the more you're gonna work, the higher the heart rate's gonna go. So again, that's gonna be up to you. We've got about 15 seconds left. Heart rate is coming up. So we're gonna get ready to come back to that walk. Let's go and stop right here, place both hands on, walk it in, and resume your walk. So again, hands free is the best. Throw some punches in there, or just really exaggerate. Go yo-ho, yo-ho, punching up towards your chin, just getting that body moving. If you feel like adding a little bit more incline during this part too, just go ahead and add just a little bit more incline. You can kind of customize this the way that you want it, so you're getting the best workout. I tend to keep my incline a little bit lower because we're going to be doing plenty of lower body work, even in this basic one. Keep in mind, this will be a progressive series, so we're starting with basics. All the other videos from here on out will have different formats, harder exercises as we go. So just remember to save the ones to your library that you get the best use out of. All right, in about 10 seconds, we're gonna start with some bicep curls. You can keep moving while you do bicep curls. Grab your weights or go and take it out to that straddle. And if you just wanna go here, let's start with one arm at a time. So I'm in that straddle position, my feet are away from that moving part. If I'm still moving on that treadmill, I'm just gonna alternate those arms. I'll usually distance myself back from where my handles are just so I don't smack the free weights into it. Elbows are out in front of the body. That core is tight and we're just a little slightly forward at the hip. And just alternating the bicep curls. If you want to make it a little bit more challenging, go ahead and do both arms at the same time. And just keep it here. One other option too, if you're kind of right between the two, you don't like to let go, is you can do one arm moving and hold on with the other hand. And then just switch after that 30-second mark. All right, we got about 5 more seconds. Excellent, we're gonna go ahead and set that weight down. And let's take you back to just walking on your treadmill. So again, if you want to increase your pace a little bit, I'm going to bump mine up just a touch, not that much. I got a little carried away. There we go, perfect. You'll get to know what your rate speeds are too, what's too much, what's too little. Sometimes you'll do what I do and just hit the wrong button. Every once in a while, you'll confuse your incline with your speed. Always remember which one's on which side. And when in doubt, there's usually a red thing that you can pull that will stop your treadmill immediately. So the next thing that we're gonna do is a lower body exercise. It's a side leg lift. So we'll be learning how to step out to the side. We'll be using our inside leg to do that side leg lift. We'll be working a little bit of balance. So let's get ready to exit. Hands on, let's step one foot out to the side. And we're just gonna keep this leg up. Now I can hold on with one hand in the center, one to the side, and I'm just gonna take that leg and lift it and down. Now anytime we do something like this, we're gonna do a walk center transition in that interval. So we'll finish doing 1 minute of these, we'll walk for a minute, and we'll go to the other side. Now why is that, Dawn? Well, I'll tell you why. This leg's working too. So if I just switch right away, you're gonna notice this leg's gonna get really tired really fast. Now what about if I wanna challenge my balance just a little bit on this? Maybe I can just very lightly hold on. And just let your body do what it has to do to balance through this movement. We have 15 seconds left. Keep lifting, feeling a little bit of warming in that outer thigh as we continue coming up and down. All right, in 3, 2, 1, now both hands come on. We step our inside foot in, resume walk. Shake it out. Let's get those arms moving again. Sometimes I'll just like to throw some fun things in, like some fun arms. Think about working that upper back. When we start putting music with your videos, we're gonna have a lot of fun with arm movements. We do some B steps with your feet. some side to side walking, or have a little bit more fun with it than just walking. But just for the purposes of this video, just basic arm movements, just to keep it entertaining, keep your heart rate up. And you're always welcome to play music during this too. You can turn on your own music in the background and listen to what you want to. We got 15 seconds left of our walk. Let's go and take those arms out and just swing it out. And then we'll do our other outer thigh. I hope you're feeling the effects of this workout already. It always surprises me how much just a little extra motion will bring into this treadmill workout. All right, you ready? Let's go. Let's take it to the other side, leaving that inside free. Get your balance. Make sure your foot is entirely off that moving part. And here we go. Top leg, lifting out and down, holding lightly for balance. Slight bend in the knee. Weight is on the heel. And we're not tilting. Sometimes I'll see this. So make sure when we're lifting that leg out, you can find that comfortable position for your toes too. Where should your toe be? We'll just see what feels good. Where you feel full range of motion, feel the gentle warming, you feel the sides working a little bit. Breathing out on our lifts, we got 15 seconds left. I always love that you have a timer right on the treadmill, so you don't have to set separate timers or anything beeping at you that you have to turn off. You just keep an eye on the treadmill right here, and you're good to go. All right, we are ready to stop right there. Let's hold on. Walk in your inside foot, outside foot. Resume our walk. All right, the next arm movement I want to go over with you is just called up, out, and down. You're just going to lift your hands up, bring them out and down. If you don't want to let go of the treadmill, you're just going to go up, out, and down, up, out, and down. And just kind of like a sweeping movement, like you're presenting something. Up, out, and down. Otherwise, we're up, squeezing the shoulder blades. This is good for your posture to pull those thumbs back and engage those upper back muscles. And why not? We're just walking. Anytime you notice your feet squeaking, try and kick up those feet a little bit more. I'm catching myself doing it a little bit. We've got 10 more seconds here. And we're going to go into our next arm exercise, which will be your shoulder press. So if you have shoulder issues, remember you don't have to use weights if it bothers your shoulders. Let's grab those hands, walk it out, grab both of your weights, or again, if you're holding on, just one weight. Here we go. Same thing that we do with the biceps. Let's start with one at a time. I will always progress you from the easiest to more challenging. Sometimes more challenging would be just grab heavier weights. If you've got neck issues or shoulder issues, I want those palms facing in. Palms facing away is going to change the way that shoulder's working. You want to make sure you're keeping your hands close to your body. Let's see if we can do both arms at the same time. And we're pressing up, our palms are in, and we're pressing up. Now what if I want to be walking all this? While I'm doing this, I can do the same thing here. And that's if I'm feeling pretty confident with that belt, and I can focus on lifting my feet while I'm lifting those arms up. Sometimes I'll just try to mix it up with a single, and a double. And when we have music on, we'll do more patterns of movement instead of intervals. Let's set those weights down and go ahead and take it to your just regular walk. Nice and easy. If your heart rate's up a little bit, good time to just let yourself recover. If you're taking any incline or your pace off, you can just add it back on before we resume next time. Now, one of my favorite things is coming up is your side-to-side lunge. Side-to-side lunges are a great way to get a little more of your inner thighs and some of the other muscles that don't normally work, but you're supported with that treadmill. Taking deep breaths in and out. And just a little caution on the side-to-side lunge with knee issues. Make sure you're not pushing your knee over your ankle. You want to make sure you're bending the hips and keeping your weight towards your heels. And abs always tight. Anytime you lean forward at all, you should always be engaging your core and keeping your lower back safe. So we're getting ready to take it back out. I want you to go 1 foot at a time. Now, everything is nice and straight. Feet are nice and wide. And we're going to go ahead and just hinge towards one side, sticking your hips back and leaning towards your treadmill. Now we're going to come up, hands are in the center. We transition to the other side. Again, I'm starting the safest way you can possibly do this. Fully supported with that treadmill as I learn to hinge my hips. Again, the deeper you go, the more you're gonna feel it. Now, if I'm feeling pretty safe with that, I'm gonna come down, I'm gonna reach down towards my ankle, right on the inside. Abs super tight before I start the movement. Reach and lift. Reach and lift. Keep that going. Breathe in, exhale. And when you get really good at these, you don't need to hold on to that treadmill. But for today, let's just hold on. Let's keep it safe. You might be surprised, you might feel some of this tomorrow. Good, we're gonna resume back to our walk. Nice, easy stride. Let's take those arms and pump them. Now our next upper body exercise is gonna incorporate a little bit more of our shoulders going away from the body. So I'm gonna have you just practice lifting your elbows up and to the front. We're just gonna go out to the side and bring them up. Modify if you need to. It's hard for you to reach with the shoulders. It causes pain in your neck or shoulders. You're just not gonna reach up real high, otherwise you have a big stretch in there. We're not leaning into that lower back. We're still forward at that hip just a little bit. Out and up. Now it's really important when you do your side shoulder raises that you have some good distance, because those ones will really make you whack the side of that treadmill. I've done it so many times. We learn as we go, right? All right, let's go and bring it out to our jump strap and grab your weights. And again, if you want to keep moving, grab your weights, keep moving. So I've got plenty of distance. I'm going to do a little practice one here. Just make sure. Now, the more bent my arms are, the easier this is going to be. My stance, my hips are under, my abs are tight. I'm looking straight ahead, and I'm just lifting through the shoulder. If I want to make it more challenging, I can change my thumb position. I can extend further away from the body, but I'm not shrugging. I'm lifting and extending away. It's real common to use those traps and shrug up, so try not to do that. Sternum is lifted high, pulling those hips under with the abs. Let me just show you what this looks like if you're walking with this. I'm way back here, and I'm just coming out. And this really is not that hard to do. Once you get used to it, you kind of work your way into it. It just makes such a great workout, guys. Breathing out on that lift, we're almost there. Let's do just one more of these. All right, going to take it to your jump straddle, set those weights down, and take it back to your walk. And how about let's add just a little bit more incline. So we're getting towards the end of our workout. The next one that we're gonna do is called a heel tap. We'll be going to the side again. And the heel tap is a really good one for balance. It's one that I use a lot in my senior chair classes to help strengthen the knees and improve balance. And it also works your backside real good. So we will be starting, you can pick a side, it doesn't matter which side you want to start on. Whichever one feels comfortable to step to first. This one's just a little bit trickier to get into the position, so that's why I like to go over this one first. In 10 seconds, we'll be stepping over to the side. You want to get a little bit of distance for that step back. You don't want to be in really close. You want to be able to hold onto your handles. So let's jump straddle. Now, keep one foot back, have your other foot come to the front. We're going to flex the foot that's out in front, and this is the one that's going to be our heel tap. You're going to bend your hips so you feel your weight on your back heel. Good, and now we're going to come up, and you're going to tap that heel down, and you're going to come back to standing. Back is straight, tap, and lift. My foot is slightly rotated out. Good, so just bend. Now there's a move called a pistol squat that as you get stronger, you can bend at the hips more, and that would be a pistol squat. So these are just heel taps, a very small bend. It's like a miniature version of a pistol squat. These are hard at first, a little bit challenging. So feel free to hold on with both hands. Woo! I'm feeling those already. Keep your weight on the outside of your foot. We're gonna stop right there, hold on, back to center. And let's take those arms, shake it out. And like get it moving. Let's take our arms up for a pec deck. We're gonna bring those arms up and in and down. Up, in, up, modification. Up, in, out, and down. Up, In, I'm focusing on squeezing with my chest. Now we will be using weights for these, but not today. And today is just your intro. You'll see how we can make this exercise harder by adding weights, sometimes adding loop bands. I love to use the loop bands on the treadmill. Keep it here. Up and in. I'm going to go back to both arms. You choose what works for you. You can always add a little shoulder press with that. And squeeze. That music that you're playing starts motivating you. Just let free for all it. Just have fun. Just move how you want to move. Now we're going to go and take it to our jump straddle. Out we go. Let's do the other side. So we're going to back up a little bit. Get that other foot out in front. Flex your foot. Stick your bottom back. Weights on the heel and the outside of that foot. And we're coming up and down. Up, lower. Looking straight ahead. Core is tight. Chest is tall. Breathing out on the left. We are almost done. I hope you're feeling good. I hope you're thinking of all the possibilities for these workouts. Like I said, there are endless possibilities of the things that we can do, combining different formats. Different tools, loop bands, tubing, free weights, kettlebells I'll use sometimes, body weight sometimes, just body weight exercises like we're doing right now. Sometimes I'll add weight to this. So again, it depends on how we're progressing. Let's take it back to center. Walk it out. And yes, that heart rate's up. Whew. Let's take some nice full breaths in and out. Let's just circle the shoulders. We're going to start our cool down, so I want you to take back down to a nice slow walk. If you have any ideas that you'd like to see me do, there's a comment section right at the very, very bottom where you can contact me either by Instagram, Facebook, or my email. So if there's any suggestions, anything you'd like to see, I would love to entertain that. See if I can come up with something for you. I look forward to doing this whole series and having you just fill your video library with endless videos that you can access at any time. So make sure you subscribe. Remember, subscribing to my channel, there is no sales. I do not make any money doing these at all. I don't advertise. These are just for you. So feel free to subscribe, knowing that you won't be hassled by me for any reason at all, just for communicating your ideas to me and any encouragement. We're going to go ahead and stop that treadmill. And as we stop the treadmill, let's just take it to the straddle and take our head to one side and just take that chin down and up as we take full breaths in and out. We like to take a little time to stretch and cool down. Let's bring the head to the other side. And again, just take that chin down and up. Now I want to stretch that lower back just by holding on and just sitting back, rounding that spine, looking down. Deep breath in, exhale, lower a little bit more if you can. Make sure you have a firm grip. If your hands are sweaty, be careful. Sometimes if you grab underneath, you'll feel a little bit more safe. And let's bring it up nice and slow. Take those hands behind and just open the chest. And bring that chin down, relax. Do that one more time. Inhale, open. I'll bring it down. And I want to thank you for joining me for this workout. I really hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you soon.